Good evening, everyone. Today, we are presenting our final project on topic healthcare expenditure and utilization analysis in arthritis patients using MEPS dataset. Introduction. Arthritis is a chronic musculoskeletal condition affecting joints. It is characterized by pain, stiffness, inflammation, reduced mobility, and function. It affects over 58 million adults in the US. It is one of the leading causes of disability and reduced quality of life. Background. So there are two major types of arthritis. So first one is the osteoarthritis. It is a degenerative condition. Here there is a lot of cartilage breakdown involved. And second one is the rheumatoid arthritis. It's an autoimmune condition. Here there is a lot of systemic inflammation that is involved in an individual's body. Disease progression. Here there is gradual worsening of the disease over time. Long-term management is required here. Increasing prevalence due to aging population, lifestyle and environmental factors. Problem statement. So what is the problem that we're actually trying to solve? Arthritis is a major chronic condition that leads to pain and reduced mobility. It affects millions of people and results in high healthcare utilization and cost. Understanding this cost is important for improving healthcare planning and resource allocation. What are the research questions that we're actually looking at? So there are three. How do arthritis-related healthcare costs vary across different age groups? What is the impact of gender on arthritis-related healthcare expenditure? And the last one is, how do these socioeconomic statuses like the income level influences the healthcare utilization and costs among arthritis patients?
So the objectives of our study is to analyze the healthcare expenditures for the arthritis patients, and we are the main aim to identify the patterns based on the age, gender, region, and the incomes, and also we understand the key factor influencing the cost. And next is the dataset. Dataset we used is the MEPS dataset, and this is the National Representative Healthcare Dataset, which is provided by the AHRQ, and which includes the medical expenditure, demographic, and as well as healthcare utilizations also. And our final dataset includes 5,968 arthritis patients. Next is the methodology. So methodology, what we have done is that first we have filtered the arthritis patients by using the ICD-9 codes. Later on, we merged multiple data sets such as the emergency, inpatients, and outpatient data set. Later on, we calculated the total healthcare cost and aggregated it with the patient level. And finally, we performed statistical analysis to identify the patterns. Next one is the cost distribution. So this is our graph which we have got it, and the average healthcare cost is around $196. We observed high variability in the data with some patients with very high cost, and also at the same time many patients have low, which indicates uneven healthcare utilization.
So yeah, now coming to the age group analysis, in the age group graph, we can clearly see the difference in the cost. Age in between 0 to 30, around $166.2 is the lowest, and age 70 plus, around 215.8 is the highest. So we can clearly see the general increasing trend in the cost with the age. So next, can we go to the yeah, in the gender analysis comparison, the male is around $188.5 and the female is around 201.3, which is higher. So female patients have slightly higher healthcare cost compared to the males, but the difference is not very that large. And coming to the next slide, we have regional analysis. From our output, in the region 1, the northeast, around 269.1 is the highest. Region 2 Midwest, around $152.5 is the lowest. The region 3 South is around $174.6, and the region 4 West is around $221.4. So here we can observe that the highest cost is in the Northeast, while the lowest is in the Midwest, showing clearly the regional variation. And coming to the next income analysis, from our data trends in this income analysis, we observe that Lower income groups have very low or near zero cost, but some higher income groups show cost about $300 to $400. This graph indicates that higher income groups tend to spend more on healthcare, while lower income groups may have limited access.
Coming to key findings, as Bindu Manisha mentioned, age plays a very important role in determining the healthcare cost in arthritis patient. So age is the strongest factor. The older adults require more frequent medical care than younger ones, and gender differences do exist, as Bindu mentioned, because females are most frequently affected with arthritis than males, and region disparities is observed because different regions have different like trends. So according to graph, Midwest people have a highest healthcare cost comparative to all other regions, and income impacts healthcare access because the individuals with more income has a higher effect on healthcare cost in arthritis. So coming to the discussion, so I want to specifically mention, so from our analysis, we see that healthcare costs increase with age and vary across region. And also it is influenced by income, gender. The data also shows high variability, indicating unequal distribution of healthcare spending. So cost increase due to disease severity, and older adults need more medical care. Socioeconomic factors influence access, important for healthcare policy planning. And coming to the conclusion, so arthritis plays a significant impact in healthcare burden, and cost varies across demographics. Data-driven insights can improve care, so supports better resource allocation. These are our reference. We have taken our references from MEPS dataset 2009. So this is our analysis regarding arthritis. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you stop the recording?